Hello everybody, here's the second video that I have promised and told you all about. Um, well, I know a lot of you know that I had a job interview today. Well, it was an epic fail. It's been one of those, Mama said there'd be days like this and Grin and Bare It kind of days. Got up early this morning, got my kids off to school, took a shower, got ready. My interview was an hour away. I was told to be there at 10 or a little after. Got there at 10:05, and I'm like, okay, I did all right. And they told me to wait in the lobby. And it was kind of funny. This elderly gentleman that was sitting in the lobby told me that there had been somebody come in for a job. He said, "Are you here for a job?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, you can't sit here." And I said, "Well, how come?" And he started laughing. He said, "I'm just joshing you." He said, "I wanted to see if you had thick skin, see if you could take a place like this." I said, "I've done this off and on for 13 years. I said, "I think I've developed the thick skin." And he said, "But yeah," he said, "there was a girl come in," and he said, "they said like 2 words to her and sent her out the door." He said, "I hope it goes better for you." I said, "Oh, me too." As if I wasn't nervous enough, that just sent my anxiety through the roof. Well, a few minutes later, the lady that I was supposed to be meeting, that was supposed to be expecting me, she comes to me, does not ask my name, does not shake my hand, does not take me back in her office. She comes out and she says, "Have you worked here before?" And I said, "Yeah, but it's been like 11 years ago." She said, "Did you leave a notice?" I said, "Yes." And she said, "Well, hang on. I have to make sure that you are rehireable." I'm like, "Okay." Well, she walks down the hall. She doesn't go to an office. She doesn't pick up a phone. And I'm left standing here in the lobby. And she comes back and says, "The person who can give me that information is not here today. You're going to have to leave and call me back Monday." I said, "Ma'am," I said, "I was told to be here at 10 or a little after." And I said, "I drove overnight." I said, "I drove an hour away." I said, "I live an hour away, rather." I said, "And you're telling me that I have to leave and come back?" I said, "Why don't you go ahead and do the interview in case I am rehireable so it's done and over with?" And she said, "No, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do." Well, at that point, I was very aggravated and frustrated, so I pick up my purse and I'm like, "Apparently not," and I walk out. So I figure if I call, they're not going to be interested in me anyway, because, I mean, I didn't get ugly, but I was definitely frustrated and let it show. If y'all think I could have handled that better, let me know. I do battle a little bit of a temper. I am proud that I didn't just make a huge scene. But still, I let my temper get the better of me instead of just walking out saying nothing. I had to spout something off. But anyway, Brian, your advice, fake it till you make it. I never got that far. I really got a kick out of that because, in essence, I think that's how I have gotten through most work days. But anyway, on to the subject at hand. We're talking about teeth, not bad job interviews or interviews that didn't happen, however you want to look at it. I'm not letting it get me down. My dad always said that God has 3 answers, yes, no, and I have something better in mind. I'm just going to aim my sights high and say there's something better coming, that he has something better in mind for me. Too blessed to be stressed. And while I was doing the huffing and puffing and fuming, my brother sent me this crazy text. He said, "Don't you hate when you get random texts that embarrass the crap out of you and you had nothing to do with it?" He said, "Hang on and look at this text I just received." And when he sent it, it was like, well, I know they have like those 800 hotlines for like, women and sex talk or whatever. Well, he got one of those texts. It was just so bad. And I was just rolling when he sent me that, just picturing what his face must look like. So that kind of lifted my spirits, and now I'm just kind of over it and going with the flow. Okay, sorry, I got off subject again. Back to the subject at hand. As far as my teeth goes, the other night I had a chat on Dentures A New Smile with Jay. So thankful that we had our conversation because I figured that what I was going to do is I was going to let the dentist pull these front teeth, and then I would just go the next day to Affordable Dentures and let them make me a set. Whew, I am so glad we had that conversation. Honestly, did not realize, because I am so new to all this, that I needed to make the impressions first and all that. I mean, it should have clicked somewhere. I got a little bit of knowledge, but somehow it was seeping out. I don't know. It just wasn't clicking. But anyway, after talking to her, I called the next morning. I got up and I called Affordable Dentures, and sure enough, they didn't accept my insurance. And without my insurance, I can't pay everything out of pocket. I am not a rich woman. Unfortunately, I got blessed with looks instead of money. Ha ha. Anyway, corny, bad joke, whatever, gets me through. Anyway, I asked her if it would be possible. I told her about the situation where me and my dentist had come in an impasse. And it's not that I think my dentist just wants me to go around toothless and miserable and self-conscious. I really do think he has my best interest at heart. Because he knows how long that I've had to wait. He's seen me literally almost cry in the doctor's office when he would just want to pull like maybe one, so he would go ahead and pull like 3 or 4, because I drive an hour to see my dentist too. We're a geographical oddity. We're an hour away from everything. Anyway, so you know, he's kind of bended on some of his thoughts and feelings about, you know, my oral health because of my emotional stuff and the drive. He kept telling me that he would like me to wait 6 to 8 weeks before he put my teeth in. Well, that was going to be hard, but I thought, you know, it's doable. I have went this long. I can do this. I didn't want to do this, but I could. Well, the last visit, he said, we decided we was going to wait. And I said, Doc, you know, I don't want to wait. I said, you know, who am I kidding? I said, I don't want to go around popping my gums. Not that there's anything wrong with it. That's just not a choice for me. That's not what I'm comfortable doing. It's probably better, no doubt. But I'm just so self-conscious that it wouldn't work for me. And he said, well, you need your gums to heal. He said, I hate to make you a set of dentures, and 6 months to a year down the road, you're going to have a whole new set of me and then pay out of pocket. That gets expensive. I said, Doc, if you just put these dentures in, I promise you, if I have to pick up pop cans, I will get another set if you know, a reline or whatever doesn't fix the problem. I said, I won't go without teeth once you get these out. I promise you wholly it will not. I will figure out something. And he just got quiet. And, you know, we was at an impasse. He just started, you know, doing the work on the left side. And then he said, next time I see you, we'll be getting them out. Well, he didn't make no impressions or anything. So I left thinking, okay, he's just not going to do it. So I called Affordable Dentures and I was telling them the situation. And they said that what I could do was I needed to come down, you know, before my appointment, which Jay had done told me this. She kind of held my hand and walked me through what they told me at Affordable Dentures anyway, but I'm just kind of recapping, and I thank you, Jay, so much. They told me that I need to come down and make the impression, and that they could make my plate that day, the same day. And Affordable Dentures is 2 hours away from where I live. They said that they could make the plate, and what I needed to do was to take the plate with me, and as soon as the dentist was done, I needed to have my teeth, you know, my denture in my mouth within an hour after the extractions. I haven't really called my dentist and told him that that's what I'm doing, but to all you, that's what I'm doing. If he don't want to put them in, or if I don't feel comfortable telling him to put them in, then I guess I'll go in the bathroom and wave by at the receptionist with a set of teeth in my mouth. I don't know. I'm just not going without. I was stressing about how I was going to come up with the money. I mean, it's reasonable. It's not a bad price. I think it was, I think according to the fee chart on the internet for my local Affordable Dentures, it's going to be $230. And I know that's not counting tax, just for the upper plate. And I thought, that's doable. We can do that. We can figure this out. But I was stressing about it because I have such a short time frame to work in. And those of you that was in chat with me last night on Dentures A New Smile, you know that my husband just got me all mushy gushy, made me cry. He called me while he was at work, and he said, honey, I'll be so glad when you have all this behind you. I said, me too. I said, me too. I said, I am so sick of feeling this way. Oh, God, I don't want to cry. Anyway, I said, I'm so sick of feeling this way. I said, but I don't want to put a burden on the family because of my hang-ups and insecurities. Excuse me a minute. And, anyway, he tells me, he said, honey, he said, that's why, he said, I did not go ahead and buy a brush guard for my samurai. He said, I've got a little bit of money put back. And he said, you will have your teeth the day that he takes those out. And I said, Dale, I said, I don't want you to do without something that you want, like I said, because of my insecurities and hang-ups. And he said, well, how can you expect me to be happy when I know you're miserable? He said, I love you. So, I'm getting my teeth. Plain and simple. My hubby said so. So, he is the most wonderful man. And very supportive. And I'm so glad that I got it right the second time around, y'all. But anyway, enough tears. They're happy tears, though, because he just blowed me away. I'm getting my teeth. So, sometime next week, I don't know when we have all the money together. But sometime next week, I will go get the impressions, get my denture made. And then on the 14th, I guess I'll be telling my dentist, hey, when you take these snags of so-called teeth out, I guess I'll be handing him my little pink denture bath that I found. I found a pink one. And say, okay, put these boys in when you take the snags out. Because Mom ain't doing without. Might as well have a sense of humor about the whole mess. Otherwise, if you don't have a little bit of a sense of humor, I think that it would totally destroy you. It could really get you down. I've been on the verge and the edge a few times. So, yeah. Anyway, the job fell through. I'm not stressing. The teeth, I'm going to have them. I'm not going to have to do without like I initially thought. I'm thankful to all my friends. Thank you, April, for praying. God had something better in mind, I guess, girl. Thank you all for your support and your information and advice, and listening to me ramble and rant, and having an interest in my story, and showing me encouragement, inspiration, and lots of love. It is appreciated. I love y'all, and God bless you.